This is the Big O Show. This is the Big O Show.
If Greer found the starting right tackle off the street, then he deserves Executive of the Year for that alone. People pick tackles who cannot play in the first round all the time, and he got one for nothing. Well, you know, let's be fair. It makes up for the one you drafted. Robert Jones makes up for the one you drafted. See what I'm saying? And that's Noah. Oh, okay. He sucks. Okay, well, you got Nick Needham, you got Trill Williams, and you got Cater Kohu. So you missed on Noah. That's what I love about the people. Oh, well, Noah. Well, then you start telling, well, wait a minute. He hit on these other ones to make up for it. You're not going to hit on all your draft picks, but they're hitting on a lot of draft picks. They hit on more draft picks than any other Dolphin front office in the last 30 years. Okay? All right? 40 years, I'm going to go. Better than Shula, because the back end of Shula was terrible. All right? He missed on a lot of picks on the back end of Shula's run, because once he, if you're old enough, you know what I'm talking about. Young and Beathard and all these guys that he had in the front office with him, once they were gone by the early 80s, it was over. It was very inconsistent, and it was, Robin Senline for Anthony Carter, and Hugh Green gets here, blows out his knee, and you trade for Eric Green, tight end, and Jay Brophy, and Eric Kumaro, and it just was, it was on, and Sammy Smith, and Lorenzo Hampton, and all that stuff happened. It just kept going, and we don't even need to go. Please don't start putting the names on the chat board. I don't care, but I know the names already. But my point is that you got to appreciate what the hell's going on here. And when I hear people, used to hear people about Greer, they don't talk about it anymore. But still, you'll have the misinformed fan that would, well, the Noah thing. Well, they didn't hit on Austin, and no, they missed out on those first rounders. Okay, but they hit on Tua, and then they hit on Raekwon, and they hit on Brandon Jones, and they hit on Robert Hunt in that same draft. So, yeah, they missed on Noah, but then they found Needham. They missed on Noah, but they found Trill Williams. They missed on Noah, but they found Kohu. Oh, they missed on Austin Jackson. They missed on Liam Eichenberg. Okay, you found Robert Jones. You found Brandon Shell. Get the job done, dude. Find them. That's what it's all about. Sealer, you found him. Dude's a baller. It's the most ridiculous thing. You know how many people look like idiots picking on Greer? And you see what's going on. And let me tell you something. The worst part about it, and Dingaling probably wouldn't be able to figure this out, is that Flo is the reason why they didn't advance farther in the first 2 years. Well, the first year was a complete teardown. The second year. Why? Because he didn't allow moves. He cock blocked all kinds of stuff. He would have never allowed a lot of the stuff that went on this year. But these guys had to fast track it so they can find out about Tua and everybody else. Even if they believe in Tua, even if my dumb ass believes in Tua, I still have to see it. You have to see it. They have to see it before they actually pay the guy. You can't keep having Flo bury the kid every year and then after year 4 say, well, he hasn't shown us anything, but we're going to pay him anyways because Flo's the problem. You have to prove to everybody that Flo's the problem, and you did that. I mean, there is nobody in the NFL that looks more dumb right now than Brian Flores. Brian Flores is the SBF of football. SBF is Sam Bankman-Fried in crypto. He's like the Enron of crypto. Well, Brian Flores is the FTX of the NFL and of the Miami Dolphins. The guy is a freaking scam, a disaster. Look at Tua, dude. He's the best QB in the NFL right now, statistically. Make sure I mention that just in case. Well, come on, Mahomes and Josh Allen and Aaron Rodgers, they've all done more. We know that. I get it. But statistically, right now, Brian Flores cock blocked the number one quarterback in the NFL. I would imagine that when he walks around the building in Pittsburgh, they're now going, did we really hire the right guy? You see what's going on in Miami? Wait a minute. Didn't they beat us? Like after everything that's gone on this year? Okay, we know Flo is a backstabber, un traicionero, as we say in Spanish, right? We know that. We know he's incompetent as hell when it comes to offense. His dumbass wouldn't even know the difference between a running back or a wide receiver, and he doesn't even know what a quarterback looks like because obviously Jabroni's his kind of guy. Not only if he thought he was blackballed or whatever it was from the league or whatever, my brother, you just buried yourself. You just gave ammunition to any team out there that says, "Well, you're not hiring Brian Flores because he's black." No, we're not hiring because he's disruptive. And did you watch what the Miami Dolphins did the second they kicked his sorry ass out the door? They are going to the playoffs. They're playing better than he ever put them there. So Chris Greer is being able to do what he wants now because he doesn't have a coach getting in his way. Mike McDaniel doesn't get in his way. He can make suggestions, which I told you that's what was going to happen. I told you this time around they weren't going to give Gase or Flo type power. And that's where this entire group, Tannenbaum and company, and then now Greer screwed up. They gave Gase prior to this power and personnel, which was stupid. He never earned that. And Flo, they gave him power personnel. Stupid. He didn't earn it. And Mike McDaniel has never earned power personnel. So what does he do? He can make a suggestion. And if the Dolphin brass says, you're right, Jeff Wilson Jr. is a good addition, let's go get him for you, they'll do it. But if you need a player in the draft, we'll go find. Just tell me what kind of player you're looking for. We'll go get him for you. Here you go, Coach. Check out the tape. These are the guys we like. What do you think, Coach? That's how it goes. But this thing about cock blocking everything, yeah. That's why Chris Greer is an ass kicker. Chris Greer, Marvin Allen, Reggie McKenzie, one of the three best front offices in the NFL. Period. End of story.